Hello everybody, my name is Hamp Thomas, and the first thing I want you to do is smile. Good gosh guys, you're in Las Vegas. I'm here in North Carolina and I've got 2 appraisals out today. So anyway, be happy where you are. I wish I could be there with you. But I want to talk to you a little bit about square footage and a class that I've been working on. Well, I was a realtor for 10 years before I became an appraiser. It's almost like immediately after I became an appraiser, I saw what a big difference there was in the way agents and appraisers looked at square footage, and each other for that matter. But you know, I was so excited about this square footage stuff, I just couldn't wait to tell everybody. And I thought, you know, this stuff is causing low appraisals, it's causing under and over real estate pricing. I mean, it's cheating consumers every day, and I just knew everybody was going to be excited to hear about this. So I started calling people, and I thought, heck, the industry leaders are going to be so happy to hear about this stuff. You know, they're going to say, hey, Hamp, this is really great stuff. You know, we wish we'd have known this before. Let's start working on this problem. But it didn't work out quite like that. They weren't quite as excited to hear about this problem as I was. Well, back in 2008, I wrote an article for Realtor Magazine that was titled Size Matters. And this article got a lot of response. And actually, I was pretty shocked at most of it. You know, people would take their time to write me these letters, and sometimes they were pretty long, and they would tell me that I need to find another topic to talk about. They said, square footage, if I talk about that, I'm going to cause a panic. I'm going to get people, you know, suing the agents over small square footage numbers that don't make any difference, you know, that I should just not open up this problem, especially to the public. And they flat out would tell me, find something else to write about. Well, I also got a lot of responses the other way. It says, you know, hey, I've seen this stuff for the last 20 years. It's about time somebody pointed it out. But all the reactions in both directions, it all just made me really want to learn more about this stuff. So I started on what's turned out to be a 15-year learning experience here, and I learned everything that I could about square footage and started working on a new class to come out. Well, when I first started teaching this class, it's like as soon as I did, I knew that if I was going to teach about square footage, I was going to have to come up with a new wardrobe. Let me show you what I mean. Okay. This is it, guys. Seriously, when I first started teaching this class, I mean, you can feel the people in the room, you know, staring at you. And I was really worried they were going to throw tomatoes or something at me. You know, it's like standing in the front of that class, you could just feel like you were dodging daggers. And people would really, they were excited to come to the class, but not for the reason that I wanted them to be. So many people would come to this class thinking that they were going to change my mind about square footage. They just knew this topic couldn't be that big of a deal, and they were going to prove to me how wrong I was about this subject. Well, hopefully by the end of the class, at least 99% of them went away thinking, gosh, this square footage stuff really does make a big difference. But anyway, at the very beginning, there was a lot of times when I really felt like I needed this helmet on. But anyway, seriously though, guys, if there's one thing I can get you to take away from this, it's simply that size does matter. I don't know how else to say that simple message, but in every residential transaction, at some point in time, a home's size or square footage is going to impact somebody's perception of value. You know, after 15 years of looking at this stuff, the fact is that we live in a price per square foot world, and that's the way agents and some appraisers, assessors, you know, architects, whoever. That's the way people price real estate, especially buyers and sellers. And you know, this stuff affects people's insurance rates. You know, it obviously affects CMAs and appraisals and mortgages, but this stuff is real money to real people, and it really does make a difference. So I hope that you will consider looking at this class about the square footage that I've created. It's one of those things where it's an exciting class to teach, because you're watching these people, you know, and they come in, they've been doing appraisals for 20 or 30 years, and they're thinking, all right, you know, yeah, I'll get CE credit, but I'm not going to learn anything. And then all of a sudden you see that little light come on. And for the first time, they think, oh gosh, that's the way you measure stairs or sloped ceilings, or, you know, whatever the case may be. They learn something in there, and it's exciting to see that. But we've never had any place to talk about this stuff. You know, in real estate, we've got classes for every imaginable subject, except for the one that is at the heart of every residential: square footage. Square footage impacts every valuation, and yet we don't have any classes or books about this topic. That's frightening, and this is something I hope we're working on and we're going to change, but I hope you will check out this class. I guarantee you will learn something new. If you don't, I'll give you your money back. How can you beat that guarantee, guys? But anyway, I hope you have a great time in Las Vegas. Thanks for listening to me. And I'm going to leave you with my favorite Southern saying: if money can fix it, it ain't broke. See you next time.